Gaikoku Gamers.
Bite-sized.
Welcome to Gaikoku Gamers, Bite-sized edition. I'm Darryl Benson. I'm here to talk about, well, I'm not here to talk about that. Okay? Hi, Xbox One. Xbox, play a new release. See, it doesn't work. Anyway, seriously, until Destiny comes out, that thing is basically a cable box. Moving on. So, I picked up a game recently that I'm sure hardly any of you guys own. It is that rare. In fact, it's actually really hard to find online because it goes by the same name as another release on the same system. Smart. But it's by my favorite company, well, one of my favorite companies, but seriously really up there because I love PC Engine. So you know who I'm talking about? It's Hudson Soft, right? Okay, well, Hudson Soft had a few Bomberman titles on the N64 here in North America. If you're a North American gamer like I am, you're more than familiar with the crappy-ass 3D Bomberman titles made for the N64. I guess, okay, some were okay. No, they're all crap. They're all crap, and you know they're crap because they weren't real Bomberman. They're Mario 64 ripoffs, or they try to do battle mode in 3D and it's sluggish and crappy and just don't buy them. Anywho, they did make one that was pretty good. Very good, actually. And actually utilized a 4-player system. Party system, come on. 4 controller ports in mind with the real Bomberman 64. Not that other 3-dimensional kind. This one has that Jitters style GameCube type of art style before it came out on GameCube. Which is nothing like that game, by the way, and thankfully so. Other than the art style, this game is basically a standard 2D Bomberman game. Think Sega Saturn version with scrolling backgrounds, the whole 9 yards. It plays pretty well. There is one major problem that I've had with it. See, I don't own standard N64 pads because in my personal opinion, they were designed by the devil. I liked them when I was a kid. Hasn't aged so much since I've gotten older. If you're smart like I am, you probably have one of these beauties. It's a Hori. Hori? Can you see it? There we go. Hori! N64 pad. These things are really rare. They go for a lot of money on eBay. Especially if the joystick's, you know, still in good condition, centered like mine is, not beat up the bloody hell like mine is. But seriously, there is one downside. You put the D-pad in the middle, which for like 99.99% of all N64 games which don't even utilize the other part of the controller, that's just fine. Except this game does, and it doesn't use a joystick. So, you know, honestly, it's not that bad of a stretch. It's fine, but I will say the tiny D-pad a la GameCube is not the best for Bomberman. And I might end up picking a regular N64 controller just for it. Control issues aside, you do get used to the controller. You do get used to the controls. It doesn't quite have that same feel that a typical like PC Engine / TurboGrafx Bomberman game would have. In fact, I don't know really how to describe it. It's just a little different. All the same classic power-ups, plus I've got a couple new ones, which I thought was actually kind of cool because I haven't seen new power-ups in a Bomberman game in quite some time. This is really rare. Loose, you can spend upwards to $50 to $65 for one of these. If you're lucky, you can get a complete one for the same price, but most of the time people are selling it for about $80, $90. It's rare in Japan, so in North America it's even more rare. It's like super fucking rare. But seriously, I implore you guys to look this up. It's really hard to look up game footage. It's really hard to find on eBay because everybody posts game footage and eBay listings as a crappy 3D game and not the 2D game. But if you can find it, I recommend on eBay typing in Bomberman 64 import, and then you'll find it. It's a fantastic game. Make sure it has this label. If it looks like a planet and it says like Bomberman 64 with some Japanese characters next to it, that says Hero. Don't buy that piece of crap. You'll be horribly disappointed. This is a game you want to get. Might cost a little bit of money, but it'll be a great addition to your N64 collection. If you're wondering how to go ahead and play imports on your 64, you can do it rather easily. Undo the screws, get yourself a special screwdriver, take off the top of this N64, you'll have access to the bay drive, two plastic pins. Make sure they lock in to region-specific carts. Notice how the Japanese ones don't go all the way to the end like American cartridges do. If you simply cut off the tabs, you can play anything. So I really recommend that you do that. As you can see, take my Mario Tennis here that I got a couple days ago and compare it to this. See? You know, we got American over here, Japanese over here. The notches are not the same. And that's the only region protection that the N64 has. So if you want to enjoy some really good import titles that never came to the States, including Bomberman, then please go ahead, region mod your 64. While you're at it, fuck it, RGB the damn thing. I'll be reviewing that shortly as soon as my RGB modded system comes in. Got a whole episode for you to share. It's going to look amazing, and it's going to look amazing on that television, believe it or not. I won't have to use my broadcast monitor. See, where am I? There it is. Hi, broadcast monitor. You suck because you're small. Until then, I'm Darryl Benson. This has been Gaikoku Gamers Bite-Sized Edition. Join me next time. Bye.